Hello everyone, and welcome to another Starcraft 2 VOD. We'll call it a VOD because this is actually going to be a little bit live. I think I'm going to play some live matches, but I did just notice there's two new ladder maps, one being Tal'Darim Altar, which I'm on right now, and the other being Shakur's Plateau is back, and I've heard it's been changed, so I actually want to take a look at these two maps before we get into it. And we'll see how it works out. So this is a 4-player map. You can spawn in the 4 corners. And I guess first we'll look how it works for the fast expand. There is a small choke point here, and it does lead to a natural expansion. Fortress would be interesting. Maybe we should actually get started on that now while I'm talking about this. See how it holds. So it looks like the planetary probably have range out to like here. So you can actually come in, like this is the main ramp, you can come in and kind of bypass it going along the top. However, just like stopping the bailing bus with other sorts of wraps, you can set up a wrap here, maybe place like a barracks like this, and that'll kind of force all the units in range of the fortress or run by. Let's see if any of the other bases are any easier. Yeah, it looks like the same issue at all the bases. This is a GSL map, so I'm assuming it's pretty balanced in terms of being symmetrical at all spawning locations. It's usually only the Blizzard maps that you can find these like pretty severe differences between different spawn locations. Alright, and then there is fairly easy to take third too. You got third in the back here. It's defended by destructible rocks, but you just got the one main ramp here, which can defend all 3 bases, with the exception of this back ramp, which also leads into the third. So I would say an easy to take 3 bases, but it's not like as easy as like what's that other one? There's some Icy Cup map where you get like 3 bases pretty easily. The one only has 1 gas, but anyways, let's get some guys on gas here.
What's going on?
Create this fortress. Alright. So what else can we talk about? Muta Harass looks like it'd be pretty effective on this map. I mean, this natural expansion's just out in the middle of nowhere. You can come in from like any angle. So kind of have to turret this up on its this and the main base on its own. It is flush against the edge of the screen on one side. However, on the other side, there's tons of open space in the back. So yeah, you'd have to defend the whole top here. So if you wanted to get like full missile turret coverage, like say with my Mass Raven build, where I want to make sure the mutas can't get in and actually scout the Ravens, this would be very, very difficult. As compared to say a map like Shattered Temple, where you're flush against the edge of the screen, your natural's flush against the edge of the screen, so you really only have to defend 3 sides, where this you gotta kind of defend like 6 sides. You know, the top here, the side here, the bottom here, and then all 4 sides on this guy. This is kind of a little interesting dynamic here. Looks like a nice little place to like pop Reapers in if you want to do some scouting. May also be a nice place to push on, like say a Zerg. You can go like tank, marine, medevac, like your typical push, except you can come in this way. Set up some tanks on the high ground here, start ferrying your troops to the low ground, and then ferry up to the top again. Like if you ever get tanks set up on the low ground here with some marines, then some marines on the high ground, they'll be really, really powerful because you're already within sieging range of like say this refinery, or we'll call it an extractor if we're pushing a Zerg. And everything on the low ground here is pretty safe. I mean, if assuming he's going Ling bailing mutas, it's only the mutas that'll be able to attack the stuff on the low ground. So maybe a thought to push in this direction. Although I'm sure Zerg will take this third base fairly early, and typically. So maybe when you do your push, you can push, so rather than pushing the natural, push the third, and then go straight into the main from the third. Other than that, this base is kind of interesting in that there's Shroud here. different. Can't really think of any applications to that shroud, but maybe setting up some siege tanks on the far side would be nice. Be able to shell him without a whole lot of knowledge from the other side. It'll also make defending this with siege tanks a little bit tougher unless you have sight on the far side of the shroud. But with that, that's about all I wanted to talk about here. Let's just kind of get a feel for the range here. Yeah, let's grab all these SCVs.
Huh? Will do. Bad news?
So it looks like right where that SCV is now is the max range. This is where I can't hit. I can put another SCV right beside him. So I can hit this SCV, but I can't hit that one. So there is like a kind of a gap about this, about the size of a barracks to get through here. So setting up a single barracks in just a key location, say I can't make a barracks, we'll make an engineering bay. I can make one here, like that, like this. Could be tough. May take more than one structure to prevent lings and banelings from getting by. So it's not the worst wrap in the world, but it's not the best one either. I kind of like though how the fortress is kind of in front of the ramp, in that that'll probably encourage your opponent to attack your fortress rather than attempt to run by. And of course the range upgrade, you can get a little bit further range, like I can't actually attack this SCV, but I'm sure if I had the range upgrade, that would be, it gives you 1 extra hex, so yeah, I would be definitely able to attack this SCV if I got the range upgrade on my for my fortress. Anyways, with that, we're going to jump into Shakur's Plateau and take a look at that map, and then we'll hop into a live session. Alright, so here we are on the new Shakur's Plateau, and I've just been glancing around and I noticed quite a few changes in the map. And by accident, I found something else out too, which I never really knew about, which is kind of interesting to me, and something I may have to research a little bit more. And that's making walls with your structures. You can see this is overlapping the engineering bay. Now if you go corner to corner like this, and I'll try to make it easier to see by say making a command center. You can see how it's corner to corner there if you look at the red. Then small units can still walk through, like so. But as long as you overlap by 1 hex. Oh, that was my MSM by the way, don't check yours. So here I'm overlapping by 1 hex. So if we bring it up, you can see there's an overlap there with the red in the middle. Then units cannot walk through, even a small unit like a marine has to go around. So I assumed I could wall off the bottom of this ramp with a single structure. Because you can see that's a... Let me make a larger building. You can see that's walled off there. There's like an overlapping hex. It's not corner to corner with the ramp. And over here there's an overlapping hex where it's not corner to corner with the ramp. However, for some reason, command centers don't make a solid seal with 1 hex. Check this out. I can walk right through. Overlapping hex, can walk right through. So, I don't know, something we have to test around with. I'm not sure if that applies to all 4 corners of the command center or not, but that's a little weird. Anyways, now that I got that out of the way, we'll talk about this map. First of all, in terms of the fast expand, I don't notice any difference in the map, so it'll still work really well. You can still see there's a really tight wrap here, and it's very easy to, you know, just kind of even make it an impossible wrap with just a couple structures. Like I said, I thought I could do it with just 1 structure, but you can't.
Armed and ready.
So either way, this is like really baneling bust proof. There's no way for the banelings to go up the ramp without passing by your fortress, and really, really good coverage. Now, for what I did notice, first of all, this map is larger, and it is noticeable by all the dead space behind and to the top. At least I'm 80% sure of this. I don't remember having a whole lot of problems with mutas coming in from all angles, but now with all this dead space behind, you really have to turret the entire perimeter of your base if you want to keep them from ever getting in, if you're relying on turrets anyways. So once again, this is going to be much tougher to hide my ravens just because the mutas can come in from any angle. Secondly, it's almost a word. Secondly, the ramp with the destructible rocks leading along the top is no longer here. That means you don't get the easy, 2-base push against the Zerg. I used to just fast expand, and when we spawn in horizontal positions like this, you just blow out your back rocks. Once again, that's my MSN, not yours. Yeah, I would just blow out the back rocks here, move across, blow out the back rocks here, and come right into his base. Which made for a very easy push. Since you're coming along this alleyway, there was no way for the Zerg to get a flank on you. Made it a very fast push in that it's close distance, and very safe push in that there's no chance for a flank. But this is all gone now. Instead, there's actually destructible rocks like by your natural third, we'll say. This is the third people usually never took, but they may start taking it now, which lead up to this middle expansion. So I think this middle expansion will act more like an island than it used to, in that these rocks will probably not be blown out, at least not as frequently as the ones that attach to your main base were. So you can really steal this expansion as like a hidden expansion almost. And now, yeah, to talk about this natural third. These natural third, the minerals used to line along this side, so it was very easy to come in with like banshees or mutas and harass it. You can set up like tanks at the watchtower, things along that line to like really smash up this base. But now with the minerals and Vespian kind of backing onto your main base, it's a much more protected now. It makes it a much more viable expansion to take. Still within range of the Xel'Naga, I would assume. Let's just double check. Notice the Xel'Naga is completely surrounded by Shroud now, making the units inside the Xel'Naga a little more safe, in that they can see outside, but other units can't see inside. So this is definitely worse for a 2-base push versus, say, a Zerg or Protoss, but I think I like it more from my Raven build. Yeah, this Xel'Naga will definitely be able to see a command center being put up. Sometimes I would die to my own rocks getting blown out the back, since I'm only going for like Ravens, don't have much of a force. I usually tried to take this base as my third with a fortress just to block, help defend my back door. But now I don't have to worry about that. Also, now that this acts more like an island, it gives me another option for like a easier to take late base, as I do have problems expanding when I'm going mass Ravens, just because I don't have like a standing army to really push out and protect my expansion bases. I really have to rely on getting them up hidden until I get my bunkers and turrets and fortress done there. What else? This middle area is probably, yeah, this middle area is definitely more narrow. Not as wide a space again here, which I guess will help you versus Zerg, but not so much versus Protoss. I kind of like the wide open middle versus Protoss, allow me to get like these giant concaves and flanks, and I was able to beat Colossus-based armies with just bio alone if I just got the proper flank, which is really nice. But it also makes pushing Zerg a little bit easier. I guess you would just kind of come out this way and down. There's still a lot of flanking opportunities though, so it's still not great. I mean, this area here is still wide open, as is this area here. So they can still hide lings or bailing somewhere. And with that, yeah, I guess most of the dynamics just around this 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock area. The back lane is out. So really the third is definitely always going to be the natural of the vertical position. I still don't think you can spawn vertically to each other, so the vertical base to you will always be available. So this will probably still be taken as natural third, just because once you have it, it's so easy to take this as a protective fourth. But this base will probably become a lot more common now as well, since it's more protected. And once you have this base up, you do get also an easy fourth, in that you can just blow out these rocks, and you can take this as a fourth, and then you have this rocks as a buffer or defense. So that's about all the issues I can see here. I think it's definitely a little more Zerg friendly now. They're making all the maps a little more Zerg friendly, which I'm fine with. Zerg did have a lot of issues with like close rush positions, so it's going great for longer games, and we'll have to change up our style a little bit from a typical timing push to more of a longer macro game. Or you can just make a shitload of ravens like I do. That also works. Yeah, so with that, we'll jump into a live session. Alright, since the ladder is kind of down for this week, and that they're resetting it next week, I figure we may as well do the permanently down ladder and do a free-for-all live session. Free-for-alls can be kind of slow and boring, so I'm going to try to spice it up. I'm going to go for some nutty stuff. I haven't really decided what to do yet, but don't worry, it's not going to be anything standard. Yeah, the problem with free-for-alls is it's a very passive game. You don't want to be offensive. You don't want to get in engagements, because even if you win an engagement, you still fall behind. Because, yeah, you might weaken one opponent's, but the other two are still at full strength where you've weakened your own forces. So you're actually trying to avoid engagements at all costs. So the basic strategy is just to expand. I want to take over the map and turtle up. Not let them make myself look like an invulnerable target, so they won't actually want to engage me. And then we'll try some nutty crap. That is a lot of Terrans. Guaranteed they're going for battlecruisers every single time. Free-for-alls is all about making a 200 supply army, and who makes a 200 supply army without battlecruisers? So I'm going to D it up, and I'm going to get some Vikings, and we're going to maybe try to drop some nukes on a battlecruiser. That could work. We'll give it a go. So right away, noticing that slag pits, there's very, very few bases here. We each get our main and our natural, and that's about it. And then there's a couple golds protected by destructible rocks, so I'm going to stake my claim to the gold right away and do my Ketroc fast expand straight to the gold expansion. Destructible rocks or not, there's a fortress going up there. Probably not a whole lot of reason to wall off here. Oh, maybe I'll do it anyways.
Yep.
Alright.
Will do.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
Excuse me. I'll probably need at least a handful of tanks just to prevent their tank pushes. I mean, it really depends. I mean, just because it's free-for-all, it doesn't mean people understand the strategy of free-for-all either. Someone might just do like a 3 racks timing push and screw myself and himself up at the same time.
SCV ready.
So I guess I'll just bunker the top of my ramp since I'm doing the my fast expand nowhere near my base.
SCV ready. SCV ready. Huh? Yeah.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready. SCV ready. Go ahead. Man the rear. SCV ready.
Not enough minerals.
Nope. Damn it. Hope I can still seal it off in engineering bay. Kind of placed that wrong.
Bad news. In the rear with the gear.
Yeah, that should still seal. Good.
Yes, sir. What's going on? SCV ready.
Additional supply depots required. Not enough minerals.
Alright.
Not enough minerals.
Alright, looks good. So I get the range upgrade.
Upgrade complete.
Go, go, go!
Upgrade complete.
This better, huh? Yeah. Go ahead. SCV ready. Bad news. Want a piece of me, boy? SCV ready.
Guess I'll transfer out.
SCV ready. Will do. SCV ready. Who wants some?
Research.
Oh shit, how early can bandages come? Let's get
SCV ready.
missile turret up just in case.
Sure thing. Armed and ready. SCV ready.
Should really start our tech as well.
Roger. Big job, huh? SCV ready.
Not enough minerals.
Move, bitch. Get out the way. Alright.
We hear you. What's going on? Bad news? Yeah. You're the boss. SCV ready.
What? Already? Interesting.
Yep. SCV ready. Well, I can't build here. SCV ready. SCV ready. SCV ready. SCV ready. SCV ready. SCV ready.
Kinda want to start on my natural expansion now.
Move it. Ready to roll out.
3, 3. 3, 3. Alright, that works.
Give us your best shot. SCV ready. We hear you.
Armor upgrade.
Ready to plunder.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Ride on. SCV ready.
Does worry me a little bit. Let's do a little scouting here.
You ready? Ready to roll out. Fight. SCV ready. SCV ready.
Additional supply depots required.
Inbound. Yes, indeed. SCV ready.
So looks like a lot of Marines.
Agreed.
What else you got?
Certainly.
Missile turrets.
I like it.
Alright.
Bold. Ready to plunder. Ready to roll out.
Ghost Academy.
SCV ready.
Very defensive. Oh yeah, I forgot about my ghost though.
SCV ready.
I will out-ghost you.
Woo-hoo. Overtime. Set! Ah! You scared me! Yep, what's going on? SCV ready. Yes, sir. Big job, huh? Huh? Well, butter my biscuit. In the rear with the SCV ready.
Base is under attack.
Hey now. It's not nice.
Upgrade complete.
Did forget to send some tanks over there. Guess I just kind of buy time by healing this.
Very well.
Oh, someone got too close. That's right, lose all your Marines.
You scared me. Go ahead. Bad news. I'm going.
Transformation systems primed.
Ready to roll out. Big job, huh? What's going Huh? Yeah, yeah. In the rear with the gear.
Ready to plunder.
Yep. Big job, huh?
Mineral field depleted.
Ah! You scared me. I can't build here.
I don't like that this guy is dead. Someone might be taking over the entire map there.
Research complete.
Yes, sir. Huh? You're the boss.
Mineral field depleted.
Ready to plunder.
Additional supply depots required.
Lay it on me.
I feel like I should have more Vikings. Ah, they're there.
What's going on?
Ready to plunder.
So Red's taking that base.
Not enough energy.
I could use some more scans. Throw in a couple more command centers.
Yeah. Lay it on me.
I wonder if anyone has the middle.
Complete.
I'll take it if they don't.
Bad news. Will do.
Ready to plunder.
Mineral field depleted.
Ready to plunder.
Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required. Mineral field depleted.
These will count as supply in a second.
What's going on? Move it.
Let's get into the fight.
I'm just gonna shut down Red's expansion. I can do that with Vikings alone.
Ready to plunder. You ready for war?
Ghost reporting.
Bold.
That got much longer. Bullshit.
Ready for war? Transformation systems prime.
No one's taking the high yield. That's hilarious.
Fight or flight. Yeah, right.
Upgrade complete.
Ah! You scared me!
Well, let's see what to do. Get our ghost out. Make some more nukes. Let's get our nuke academy out. More nuke academies, more nukes you can have loaded up at once. That makes more tanks. Get these upgrades going a little harder. What does purple have anyways? What's his composition here? A lot of marines. Oh, I see starports. Oh, shitload of ghosts. Okay, that's fun.
Ghost reporting.
Base is under attack.
Let's get into the fight.
Well, this isn't fun.
Made for battle.
Oh god.
Yes, indeed.
Base is under attack.
So apparently Vikings beat Marauders and tanks if they're just gonna move into your base.
Bad news? Yes, sir. By the numbers, boys. Fueled up, ready to go.
Nuclear missile ready.
You're on. What's going on? Woo-hoo! Overtime. You sure about that?
Fight or flight. Yeah, right. Very well.
Ready to roll out.
No, don't fire.
Let's get into the fight.
Solo operative, right?
Transformation systems primed.
Preliminary launch detected. Vespene geyser exhausted.
Pull back! Pull back! Good times.
Launch detected.
Wait, what? What's going on? Is that outside my base?
Upgrade complete.
Transformation
Run!
systems primed.
Run! Shit.
Inbound. Let's get into the fight. Fortune favors the bold.
Probably don't want to build hidden sensor towers everywhere because you can see them. But they're spottable. They show up on the minimap to everyone as soon as you make them.
Mineral field depleted.
What's that? What's our target? You gonna give me the
Made for battle. Bold.
Mineral field depleted.
Can't hold them alone.
Engineering launch detected.
Sorry, buddy.
Going on? Yes, sir.
Mineral field depleted.
Okay. Fight or flight? Yeah, right. Transformation systems primed. Agreed. You ready for war? You sure about
Here, check out this timing.
Sounds like a plan. Let's get into the fight. Very well.
This is going to be like the best snook ever.
Come again.
This is complete game sense.
Mineral field depleted.
Made for battle.
Nuclear missile ready. Engineering launch detected.
Am I even close? Oh yes!
Mineral field depleted. Vespine geyser exhausted. Mineral field depleted.
I like it. Fight or flight? Yeah, right.
Oh, mercy, that was awesome.
Go. Can't hold them alone. You ready for war?
Yeah, I'm in bronze, buddy.
Battle.
You know, if you insult someone for being in bronze when they kill you,
Upgrade complete.
Let's get into the fight. Victory.
ah, boo.
Inbound.
Mineral field depleted.
You sure about that?
Got some medevac would come in handy, yeah. Yeah, I shouldn't have queued this up so much.
Mineral field depleted.
There we go. Now we can queue it up so much.
What's our target?
Oh, you know what it's time for? Planetary Fortress Rush.
Mineral field depleted.
You're the boss. I can't build here. Yep. We'll butter my biscuit.
I need more.
Vespine geyser exhausted.
More fortresses.
Yeah.
Mineral field
Not enough
depleted.
fortresses.
Sure thing.
Ready for dust off.
Yep.
Alright,
Your dime.
let's move some tanks out.
That? It's
Ready to plunder.
Additional supply depots required.
affirmative. Absolutely.
Ready to plunder.
Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required.
Alright. Da, 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 da.
Let's get into the fight. No one lives forever.
No! Must fight. Must battle. Alright.
Ready to plunder. Ready Ready to plunder.
Shit, there's nowhere to land.
Mineral field depleted. Base is under attack. Unacceptable landing zone. Unacceptable landing zone.
Ready to plunder.
Base is under attack. Base is under attack. Enemy launch detected.
Can't hold them alone.
Enemy launch detected. Not enough fuel. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Shit, need more minerals.
Can't hold them alone.
Base is under attack. Upgrade complete. Base is under attack. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
Ready to plunder.
Not enough minerals.
Alright, I think that was good times. I just want to take a look if any of these fortresses actually did anything. I ran out of money though. I had like 8,000 minerals. I didn't run out of money. Oh well, good times nonetheless. Alright, thank you everyone, and thumbs up back to come.
Whenever I see a world untouched by war, a world of innocence, a world of lush forests and clear rivers, I really just want to nuke the crap out of it.
Alright, may as well use this as a thumbs up fact of the day of what the fuck is going on here.
Gotcha.
What is going on with Zelnaga Caverns? We got like a nice carpeted floor here or something? A little weird.
Ready. Woo-hoo! Overtime. Will do. Huh? SCV ready.
Like seriously. What the fuck? Alright. That's your thumbs up fact of the day. Enjoy.
SCV ready.
Monkey.